Before we dive in, I want to encourage you to take a moment and click that subscribe button below. It's completely free, and when you do, you'll be blessed daily with prayers and messages that will strengthen your faith and bring you closer to the abundant life God has promised. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to show your gratitude for the blessings you are about to receive. Trust me, this is just the beginning of something powerful in your life. Now, let's get started. Topic 1. Divine choice and the power of prayer. Have you ever felt like something brought you here today? Something beyond just chance? That feeling in your heart, that sense that you are in the right place at the right time. It's no coincidence. It's divine timing. God has led you to this prayer, and it's because He wants you to experience something profound, something life-changing. Right now, there's a shift happening in the spiritual realm. A move of God, an outpouring of His abundance, is on its way to your life. This isn't just any prayer. This is the beginning of a cycle of prosperity, victory, and blessing. God is saying to you, I have chosen you for this moment. I am about to open doors that you never thought would open, and I will make what seemed impossible reality in your life. God knows the struggles you faced. He knows the pain, the doubt, and the fear that you carried. But in this moment, He is declaring that your struggles are over. The time of hardship, of closed doors, is behind you. A new season has begun. It is a season where you will experience His provision like never before. This prayer is not for just anyone. It's for you. The very fact that you are here today means that God has set you apart for this new season of honor, multiplication, and divine favor. Take a moment now and reflect on that truth. God has chosen you, and with this choice comes a promise that His blessings will overflow in your life. Today, you are about to witness the power of God's Word being activated in your life. As you continue watching, let your faith rise. Believe in this moment. Believe in the abundance that God is about to release in your life. Because He has already decreed that doors will open, finances will multiply, and your journey will be filled with victory. Don't take this moment lightly. You're not here by chance. God has something extraordinary for you. Stay with us. God is ready to move in your life today. Topic 2. The prayer of abundance. The key to multiplication. As we enter into the sacred time of prayer, I want you to know that this is not just a prayer for a momentary blessing. No, this is a prayer that will unlock the doors of divine multiplication and abundant provision in every area of your life. The words you are about to hear are not just empty phrases. They carry the power of God's promises, promises that cannot fail, promises that will reshape your financial future and every corner of your life. Right now, I want you to open your heart wide and receive what God has for you. This is not the time for doubt, but a time to let go of the burdens that have weighed you down. Where there was once lack, there will now be abundance. Where there was once scarcity, there will be overflow. This is the key that will open the floodgates of heaven, and it is yours for the taking. God is ready to multiply everything in your life. Imagine every seed you've sown, every sacrifice you made, and every prayer you prayed. All those things, whether seen or unseen, are now being activated by the power of God's Word. You might not see it right now, but I assure you, His plans are in motion. He is moving things around in your favor, even as you watch this video. Let's reflect for a moment. Where do you need God's multiplication the most? Is it in your finances? Is it in your health? Is it in your relationships or your peace of mind? Whatever it is, God is about to breathe life into that area of your life. The dry seasons are over. What seemed like a barren land will soon become a place of fruitfulness. He is bringing growth, and not just a little growth, abundant growth that will continue to multiply. In this moment, God is setting you up for something bigger than you've imagined. No longer will you have to struggle with the limitations you faced. The time of mere survival is ending. God is calling you to thrive, to live in the abundance that He has always intended for you. And He's doing it right now in this very prayer. God doesn't just want you to survive. He wants you to thrive. He wants to bless you abundantly, and not just for your own sake, but so you can be a blessing to others. When God blesses you with abundance, it overflows into every area of your life and out into the lives of those around you. It's not just for you, but for your family, your community, and anyone you touch. This prayer will awaken the power of multiplication in your life. Every area where you have felt stuck or stagnant will experience a divine shift. God is about to multiply your resources, your opportunities, and your blessings. This is the start of something incredible. As you continue to pray and believe, know that this is your season for growth, for prosperity, and for abundance. Keep your heart open, because God is moving in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. His multiplication power is not just a theory. It's a reality that He is bringing into your life right now. Stay in faith, keep trusting, and watch as God fulfills every promise of prosperity He has made to you. Topic 3. Open doors of prosperity and divine restoration. This is the moment where the impossible becomes possible. As we pray together, know this. God is opening doors for you, doors that you could have never imagined, doors that are about to lead you into an entirely new realm of prosperity. This prayer is not just for a quick blessing. It is for a divine restoration that will affect every area of your life, from your finances to your health, from your relationships to your peace of mind. You see, God is a God of restoration. He doesn't just fix what's broken. He brings back what was lost and multiplies it beyond measure. If you've lost something precious, whether it be your joy, your opportunities, or even your finances, I want you to know that God is about to restore it all. And He's not just giving it back to you in the same form. No, He's going to bring it back greater than it ever was before. In this very prayer, we are declaring that all the doors of prosperity that have been closed to you will be opened. And not just any doors, but doors that have been sealed by the power of God. These are the doors that lead to opportunities, to financial breakthroughs, to career advancements, and to personal healing. Where once you faced closed doors and failed attempts, from this moment forward, you will walk through open doors, doors of opportunity, favor, and divine provision. I want you to imagine the years of struggle, of working hard with little return, of feeling like you were doing everything right but still facing roadblocks. Those years are over. God is about to accelerate your progress in a way that will make your head spin. Think about what you've been hoping for, that promotion you've been praying for, that business idea that seemed to go nowhere, the debts that seemed unpayable. God is not just going to open the door for you. He is going to make sure the door remains open and that the opportunities that flow through it will come in abundance. This restoration doesn't just mean that God is giving you what you've lost. It means that He's bringing it back better than it was. He's about to give you a double portion. Imagine what that means for your life. Double the opportunities, double the financial blessings, double the restoration in your health, and even double the peace and joy you've been longing for. Every area of your life that has been stagnant, where you felt like nothing is moving, is about to be shaken by the power of God's restoration. He is putting His divine hand on your situation, and nothing can stop it. Whether it's your work, your finances, your family, or your dreams, God is setting you up for a season of overflowing blessings. Remember, when God opens a door, no one can shut it. These doors of prosperity and restoration will not only open, but they will remain open. And when you walk through them, you will experience a level of success and peace that you have never known before. Every area where you have felt stuck or held back will be set free, and the chains of limitation will fall away. In this season of divine restoration, God is giving you the opportunity to rise above your circumstances. It's your time to thrive, to reclaim what you've lost, and to walk in the abundance He has prepared for you. Keep your heart open and your faith strong, because God is doing something extraordinary in your life right now. As you continue to believe and pray, know that your restoration is not a distant dream. It is a present reality. The doors are opening, the blessings are flowing, and the abundance is on its way. God is restoring what has been taken, and He is giving you more than you could ever have imagined. Now, stand firm and receive what God has for you. Your season of prosperity and divine restoration has arrived. Topic 4. Healing the scarcity. God who transforms pain into victory. There are moments in life when we feel overwhelmed by the weight of our struggles. Whether it's the constant pressure of financial hardship, the deep sorrow of emotional pain, or the frustration of seeing little progress despite our best efforts, these seasons of scarcity and lack can feel endless. But I'm here to tell you today, this is not the end of your story. This is where your turnaround begins. God is not a distant observer of your pain. He knows exactly what you're going through, and He's about to transform every ounce of that pain into victory. In this moment, God is bringing healing to every area of scarcity in your life. Where you felt defeated, where you believe that you couldn't make it through, God is declaring, no more. The time of your suffering has ended. There's a divine exchange happening right now. All the weariness, all the heartache, all the doubt you've been carrying, God is taking it and replacing it with His abundance, His provision, and His peace. The struggles you've been enduring are being transformed. The very pain that once held you captive is now being used as a stepping stone to greater blessings. The brokenness you felt, the weight of worry, is now being lifted by God's mighty hand. When God steps into our scarcity, He doesn't just bring us enough to survive. He brings us enough to thrive. It's not about getting by. It's about receiving divine abundance in such a way that you will be overflowing, not only in your finances, but in every area of your life. Where you felt like you were barely making it, God is now pouring out His resources in a way that will provide for every need and more. This is a God who makes the impossible possible, who fills the empty spaces with provision, and who turns our tears into joy. I want you to pause for a moment and think about the areas of your life where you've been struggling. Maybe it's been with bills that just never seem to get paid, or maybe it's been with relationships that feel distant and broken. Whatever it is, God is speaking directly to that need today. He's not only going to meet it, He's going to transform it. If there's debt that's been holding you back, know that today marks the end of that bondage. God is declaring that your debts are wiped clean. If you've been facing the burden of poverty, today He is bringing you into a season of abundance, where scarcity no longer has control over you. The same God who provided for the Israelites in the wilderness, who multiplied the loaves and fish, is the same God who is working in your life today. Every area that has been covered in darkness, every situation that has made you feel trapped in lack, is now being illuminated with God's light. Where there was no way, He is now making a way. The chains of scarcity are falling away, and you are stepping into the victory that God has already prepared for you. This moment is pivotal. You are being lifted out of scarcity and into the place where God has always intended for you to be. A place of peace, of provision, of unshakable joy. A place where you no longer have to fight for survival, but where you can walk in the fullness of God's promises. As you continue to receive this truth, remember that scarcity is not your portion. God has more than enough for you. His abundance is not limited by your circumstances or by the opinions of others. He is a God who provides, who heals, and who transforms. Your scarcity is turning into abundance. The pain you've experienced is now being used to elevate you to a place of victory, peace, and overflowing blessings. This is your new reality. The time of scarcity is over, and now you are stepping into the fullness of God's provision. He's taking your pain and turning it into something beautiful. Keep trusting, keep believing, and watch as God does the impossible in your life. Topic 5. Continuous prosperity. How to maintain and multiply the blessing. Now that you've experienced God's amazing transformation, the abundance, the blessings, and the prosperity He's about to pour into your life, there's an important truth you need to understand. Prosperity is not just a one-time event. It's a continuous, ever-growing flow of blessings that God desires to sustain and multiply throughout your life. This isn't the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a season of continuous growth. When God blesses you, He doesn't just give you a momentary victory. He wants you to experience lasting prosperity in every area of your life. True prosperity is not just having money in your bank account. It's having peace in your heart, health in your body, joy in your relationships, and a constant flow of His provision and favor. And the beautiful thing about God's prosperity is that it is not subject to the world's economy. It's grounded in His unshakable abundance. This prayer, this moment of divine blessing, is not a quick fix. God is setting you up for a lifetime of sustained prosperity. It's about more than just a breakthrough. It's about a lifestyle of abundance that you can maintain and grow. The blessings you receive today are just the beginning. They are seeds that God is planting, and He is giving you the wisdom and the tools to help them grow into something far greater than you could imagine. Think of it this way. God has just opened a new door for you, a door that leads to an ongoing harvest. But now it's up to you to walk through it, and to walk through it with wisdom and faith. God doesn't just bless us to hold on to those blessings for ourselves. He blesses us so we can be a blessing to others. Prosperity is meant to flow, not just to you, but through you. As you step into this new season of prosperity, it's crucial to ask yourself, how will I manage and multiply the blessings God has given me? It's not enough to simply receive. We must become wise stewards of what God entrusts to us. He is giving you the ability to make wise financial decisions, to multiply your resources, and to make your business, your career, and your personal life flourish. But this wisdom comes through prayer, faith, and a deep relationship with God. In the coming days, as opportunities for growth, promotion, and expansion arise, you will be equipped to handle them. You will have the financial wisdom to know where to invest, the courage to step into new ventures, and the creativity to see potential where others might not. This divine wisdom will keep you from making the mistakes of the past and will help you build a future full of God's blessings. But remember, God's prosperity isn't just about material wealth. It's about a balanced life. It's about growing spiritually, emotionally, and relationally. It's about having a mindset that aligns with God's will, where you don't just seek personal gain, but seek to be a blessing to others. The more you give, the more you will receive. Prosperity is not a selfish endeavor. It's a generous lifestyle that God uses to impact the world around you. As you enter into this new season, be mindful that prosperity requires responsibility. God will continue to bless you, but He is also entrusting you with greater influence and greater opportunities. How you handle these opportunities will determine the level of prosperity that continues to flow into your life. In this new season, God is giving you the grace and the responsibility to grow, multiply, and maintain the blessings He's pouring out. He's giving you the keys to sustain success, financial, spiritual, and personal. And with each blessing, He will teach you how to steward it wisely and how to keep the flow of abundance going for generations to come. You are stepping into a future that is filled with unlimited potential. The doors God is opening will stay open for you as long as you continue to trust Him, make wise choices, and remain generous. This is not a short-lived victory. This is a lifetime of prosperity, a legacy that will last for generations. Your family, your friends, your community will be impacted by the blessings you receive and the wisdom you share. As you embrace this season of continuous prosperity, remember that God is not done with you yet. He's just getting started, and as long as you remain faithful, His blessings will never stop flowing. You are now entering into a divine cycle of ongoing abundance, and it is yours to manage, multiply, and share. God is making you a vessel of prosperity, not just for today, but for every day of your life. Trust Him. Steward His blessings wisely, and watch as He takes you to new heights of favor, success, and fulfillment. Your prosperity will continue to grow, and there is no limit to the good things God is about to bring into your life. Topic 6. The victory and gratitude to God. A life transformed. As we come to the conclusion of this powerful prayer, I want you to understand something profound. This is not just the end of a prayer. This is the beginning of a transformed life. The victory you've been praying for is not far away. It's already taking root in your life. God has already started moving in ways that you can't fully comprehend yet. But the signs of His transformation will become clear as you walk forward in faith. The reality is that God doesn't just bring you blessings for the moment. He transforms your life for the long term. This prayer has unlocked something powerful, something eternal. The doors that were once closed are now wide open, and the prosperity that was once a distant dream is now becoming your reality. It is time to rise up and take hold of everything God has promised you. Victory isn't just about financial breakthrough or material wealth. It's about a complete transformation of your entire life. You are stepping into a new way of living, a way where your mindset, your actions, and your very identity align with God's promises of abundance. Victory in God's eyes isn't simply a matter of receiving what you've asked for. It's about becoming who He's always intended you to be, prosperous, fulfilled, and at peace. In this new season of your life, you'll not just have temporary victories, but a lifestyle of victory that will resonate in every area of your existence. The victories God has prepared for you are not momentary. They are eternal. They will echo through your family, your relationships, your finances, and your health. This is the beginning of a life where each victory builds upon the last, and where every success you experience is a testimony of God's faithfulness. But I want to ask you something profound. Will you embrace your victory? Will you live out the transformation, that has already begun. Victory requires more than just receiving. Victory requires action. God has given you the tools, the favor, and the provision to walk into this new life. Now it's up to you to step forward in faith, to trust in His power, and to allow the transformation He's begun to manifest in your life. Gratitude is the key to maintaining the victory that God has given you. It's not enough to receive a blessing and move on. True victory comes when we live a life of gratitude for all that God has done and continues to do. Gratitude keeps our hearts humble and open, reminding us that every good thing comes from Him. As you experience the overflow of blessings, take time every day to acknowledge God's hand in your life. Give thanks for the victories, big and small, and for the journey He is leading you on. The more grateful you are, the more you will see God's blessings multiply in your life. Gratitude opens the door for more, for deeper blessings, for greater favor. It's a powerful cycle. When you give thanks, God gives more. Your gratitude activates the fullness of His promises in your life. In addition to gratitude, remember that your victory is meant to be shared. As you walk in this abundant season, don't keep the blessings to yourself. Share your story with others. Testify of the miracles God is doing in your life. There are people in your life who need to hear how God has transformed you, and through your testimony, they will see that He can do the same for them. Your story of victory can inspire others to believe that their own breakthroughs are possible. You are a living testimony of God's goodness and His power to restore, heal, and prosper. Let your victory shine as a beacon of hope to those around you. As you continue to embrace your victory and live in gratitude, I want to remind you of this truth. God is not finished with you yet. The journey has just begun, and there are greater victories ahead. The life you are living now is only a preview of the abundant life that is unfolding for you. With each passing day, you will see God's hand at work in even greater ways, bringing more blessings, more favor, and more opportunities to glorify Him. The time for scarcity is over, and the time for overflow has begun. The victory you have received today will not be fleeting. It will last for a lifetime. Walk in it with faith, with gratitude, and with the understanding that your victory is part of a much larger plan that God is unfolding in your life. Now, take a moment to reflect on everything that God has already done and everything He is about to do. Look forward with hope and confidence, knowing that His blessings are only going to grow stronger, more abundant, and more transformative. This is your time, the time for victory, the time for abundance, the time for a life forever transformed by the power of God. You are stepping into a season of unprecedented favor. Live in it, share it, and let it overflow to everyone around you. Your victory is not just a blessing for you. It's a blessing for the world around you. Let it shine and watch as God does immeasurably more than you could ever ask or imagine. And finally, remember this. God is faithful. He is always with you, guiding you, blessing you, and leading you into a future filled with more than you could have ever dreamed. Stay grounded in faith, rooted in gratitude, and filled with joy, knowing that you are walking the fullness of His victory and abundance. Your life has been transformed, and the best is yet to come.